Hello, everybody. Thank you so much for tuning in today, and happy Thanksgiving to one and all. My name is Jesse Mayfield-Sheehan. I am coming to you live from Newton North High School in Newton, Massachusetts. It's another year. The fall season has come to a close, but there's one game left, and it is this one, the annual Brookline versus Newton North Rotary Cup Thanksgiving Day football game. You can see here the Brookline High Warriors warming up. Brookline hosted last year's contest over at Parsons Field in Brookline. And now as part of the trade-off, now Newton North hosting this year's Rotary Cup game. It's Brookline, it's Newton North. What else do you need me to say? You know it's always going to be a good game when these two teams face off. Doesn't matter the year, doesn't matter the sport, it's always going to be good. These are two teams that may not have been the strongest in the win-loss column during the regular season. Newton North finishing at 2-8, Brookline finishing 1-9 on the year. But when you know when these two long-time rivals face off, it's going to be good. Last year, the Warriors actually took home the Rotary Cup for the first time in 10 years with a 38-12 victory over Newton North in Brookline. So the Tigers looking for some payback this year, and Brookline hoping to start a new trend after a decade-long gap of winning on Turkey Day. On paper, though, a slight edge to the hosting Tigers this year. Aside from, of course, home field advantage, Newton North did have a slightly better record in the regular season, and among all common opponents between these two teams, the vast majority of them, were losses for both teams, but one common opponent for these two had a different result, and that was the Framingham High Flyers. The Tigers coming away with a convincing 34-14 win against Framingham earlier this season, while Brookline fell to the Flyers 27-20. So on paper, a slight edge to the Tigers, but as I always say, we don't play these games on paper, we play them on the field. Once again, I am Jesse Mayfield-Sheehan, bringing you live coverage of today's Thanksgiving Day football game between Brookline and Newton North. If you end up enjoying this broadcast, be sure to hit that like button. Subscribe to the channel to stay up to date on all my upcoming live streams. Fall may be over, but the winter season is just around the corner. So be sure to subscribe to the channel so you can stay tuned for all my upcoming winter coverage. And of course, as always, if there's anything you'd like to say, I highly encourage you to say it in the live chat. If you notice any technical difficulties with the stream, if you notice the, if the connection gets faulty, I've had some mixed results with the stream connection here in Newton. So hopefully it stays strong today, but there might be an issue I don't notice on my side. Maybe something goes wrong with the audio and only you guys are able to notice it because it still sounds fine in my headset. You never know. It doesn't hurt to say something. And then, of course, if you notice me flubbing anyone's name, if I've got the wrong name on the rosters I was given, if I'm pronouncing a name wrong, again, I highly encourage you to let me know in the live chat. And, of course, as always, if there's anything you'd like to say, if you just want to, cheer on your team, you simply want to say, go Brookline or go Newton North, or cheer on your favorite player, or give your own comments on how the game has been going so far. All good reasons. And, of course, if you want to let us know where you're tuning in from, that's always fun to hear about. And I think particularly on Thanksgiving, it could be a lot of fun. A little less than 10 minutes on the pregame clock here at Dickinson Stadium on the campus of Newton North High School in Newton, Massachusetts. So with about 10 minutes to go before we get this one underway, let's take a look at the rosters for the two teams. I'll try and go through them really quick. I know, excuse me, football rosters can be rather sizable. So let's go through it. Let's start with the hosting Newton North High Tigers, who are not out on the field at the moment. They finished their warm-ups, and they're probably waiting to come out onto the field as a good show for their home fans. But for right now, let's go through their roster in order of jersey number. First off, a junior wearing alternatively either number 1 or number 2, Nate Day. Next, a senior co-captain, number 3, Brad McNew. A senior, number 4, Mark Vasilyev. A senior, number 5, Akil Rather. A junior, number 6, Donnell Harvey Jr. A senior, number 7, Lucas Diller. A senior, number 8, Luca Mancone. A senior, number 9, Theo Bentis. A senior, number 10, Brendan O'Gwyn. A senior co-captain, number 11, Adam Landry. A junior, number 12, A.J. Gordon. A junior, number 14, Hayden Willen. A junior, number 15, Owen Plosios. A junior, number 16, Adam Lieb. A sophomore, number 17, Jacob Wu. A junior, number 18, Thomas McCarthy. A junior, number 20, Clark Gates. A freshman, number 21, Jack Casey. A junior, number 23, David Grusby. A senior, number 24, Alex Donnelly. A freshman, number 25, Michael Quinn. A senior co-captain, number 27, Noah Waistcoat. A junior, number 30, Griffin Oliver. A junior, number 31, Cece Gonzalez. A senior, number 32, Benji Brenner. A junior, number 34, Hendrik Gonzalez. A sophomore, number 36, Locke Erlandson. A sophomore, number 37, Scott Casey. A freshman, number 38, Milo Schneider. A sophomore, number 39, Brady Weston. A sophomore, number 40, Adrian Farnese. A senior, number 41, Nico Kelly. A freshman, number 42, Sam Ida. A freshman, number 44, Freddie Torcasio. A freshman, number 49, Mike Svartstrom. A senior co-captain, number 50, Sam Brambilla. A junior, number 51, Nate Walsh. A sophomore, number 52, Leandro Paula. A sophomore, number 53, Jordy Carias. A sophomore, number 54, Mayan Fogel. A senior co-captain, number 55, Brandon Kasanganai. A freshman, number 56, Dylan Leone. A junior, number 57, John Joregui. A junior, number 58, Ben Brambilla. A junior, number 61, Tim Mendicina. A senior, number 64, Ivan Zlatev. A junior, number 68, Brian Carter. A sophomore, number 70, Juan Perez. A senior, number 72, Connor Kiley. A sophomore, number 73, Joe Aguzzi. A sophomore, number 74, Leon Schultz. A senior, number 75, Johannes Schull. A senior, number 76, Alex Moorfield. A senior, number 77, Marcus Davis. A junior, number 78, Will Sonia. A junior, number 79, Matthew Guarino. A sophomore, number 81, Jacob Finkel. A junior, number 83, Logan Long. A sophomore, number 84, Quinn O'Malley. A sophomore, number 85, Chance Miller. A senior, number 88, George Nilsson. A sophomore, number 90, Lake Quackenbos. A freshman, number 94, Damare Kane. And a freshman, number 95, Mark Tempesta. Head coach of the Newton North High football team is Nick Capodilupo. So that there is the roster for the hosting Newton North High Tigers. Now let's give the roster for the visiting Brookline High Warriors. Again, we'll try to go quick. Got about 4 minutes before the pregame clock runs out, and we'll have our pregame ceremony. So, in order of jersey number for the Brookline Warriors, first off, a senior co-captain, number 1, Nico Braun. A senior, number 2, Donnell O'Neill. A senior, number 3, Cameron Evans. A junior co-captain, number 4, Joshua Karp. A junior, number 5, Andrew Bamberg. A sophomore, number 6, Barry Golden. A senior, number 7, Nate Asfawosin. A sophomore, number 8, Maury Shende Ruiz. A senior, number 10, Charlie Ziefert. A senior co-captain, number 11, Caetano Drinkwater. A sophomore, number 15, Chris Everett. A sophomore, number 17, Eli Trotterman. A sophomore, number 19, Jonathan Diaz. A junior, number 20, Darren Grant. A sophomore, number 21, Anthony Drinkwater. A junior, number 22, Noah Grossman. A senior, number 23, Chris Reuter. A sophomore, number 24, Billy Bamberg. A senior, number 25, Pelayo Harais. A sophomore, number 26, James Krzansky. A sophomore, number 27, Nathan Lopes de Carvalho. A sophomore, number 28, Jaden Hernandez. A sophomore, number 30, Khalil Gamble. A sophomore, number 33, Wilfred Arias Mendez. A junior, number 34, Mark Tringus. A sophomore, number 35, Mustafa Mohammed. A junior, number 36, Jack Henry. A senior, number 40, Darius Grant. A junior, number 44, Finn Woodman. A sophomore, number 45, Trey Putney. A sophomore, number 50, Jack Jarvis. A junior, number 52, Matteo Casagrande. A sophomore, number 53, Zane Awan Whalen. A junior, number 54, Connor Jernigan. A senior co-captain, number 56, Bora Schlosser. A junior, number 60, Hadrat Mukasa. A junior, number 62, Jack Maloney. A junior, number 64, Feno Galaberta. A sophomore, number 66, Bryce Figueredo. A freshman, number 68, Cameron Williams. A sophomore, number 73, Bruno Van Til. A junior, number 75, Isaac Toffel. A junior, number 77, Will Finkley. A junior, number 78, Jesse Thompson. And a junior, number 82, Jamal Isayev. Head coach of the Brookline High football team is Chad Hunt. So as you can see, Newton North has come out onto the field, and now we are getting ready for the opening coin toss. Brookline sending out its co-captains, Nico Braun, Josh Karp, Caetano Drinkwater, and Bora Schlosser. For Newton North, we see number 3, Brad McNew, number 11, Adam Landry, number 27, Noah Waistcoat, number 50, Sam Brambilla, and number 55, Brandon Kasanganai. For all of these players, except for Brookline's Josh Karp, this will be the last football game of their high school careers. All right, looks like Brookline has won the coin toss and elected to defer to the second half. So Newton North will be receiving the opening kickoff. They'll be defending from the left, Brookline from the right. And here we go. You see the two teams pumped up. Brookline versus Newton North. A long-running rivalry that prepares to add another chapter here today. Will Newton North avenge last year's Thanksgiving loss? Or will Brookline, after breaking its 10-year drought, start its own win streak?
We ask that you rise for a round of applause in recognition of your superior service to the United States of America.
Oh, dear. Oh, come on.
Thank you very much. Now, if everyone would please rise.
Okay. Sorry about that. Temporary problem with the mic, but we seem to be okay now. Got some slight technical difficulties, it appears, as we await the national anthem. Okay, my microphone is acting up a little bit as we await the start of this game. And, oh, what? Okay. 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 Hopefully that stays good. Sorry about that. Okay, so after a slight delay due to some technical difficulties, that was our national anthem, and now we are ready to kick this game off. Just the same as I was dealing with some technical difficulties of my own, but they now seem to be resolved, and hopefully it stays that way. Again, if you notice any more issues, either on the audio or the video side of things, I encourage you to let me know in the live chat, and also anything else you would like to say. If you want to correct me on a player's name, particularly pronunciation, you know, if you want to simply say go Brookline or go Newton North, if you want to let us know where you're tuning in from, if you want to comment on the action going on so far, or anything else you might want to say, highly encourage you to do so. So once again, Brookline won the opening coin toss, elected to defer to the second half. So Brookline is getting ready to kick this one off. The kicker, number 50, Jack Jarvis, setting up to get us underway. Newton North's return team coming out. Looks like their deep returners are going to be number 6, Donnell Harvey Jr., and number 10, Brandon O'Gwyn. There's the opening whistle. Jarvis signals to his coverage team, and here we go. The 2022 Rotary Cup underway. It's a squib kick, picked up, returned, and quickly tackled on the return for Newton North. That was number 85, Chance Miller, scooping up the squib kick there. Tackled by number 30, Khalil Gamble. So it'll be 1st and 10 for the Tigers at about their own 37-yard line. As we start things off here in the first quarter, the quarterback, Adam Landry, in shotgun to start off. He sends a man in motion over to the broad side of the field, takes the snap, drops back, looking to pass on first down, fires it deep down the field, and he's got a man on first down! A missile from Adam Landry to number 1, Nate Day. And just like that, Newton North is deep in Brookline territory. Great protection from the offensive line for Newton North to give him time, and Landry fired an absolute missile. And now Newton North all the way down at about the Brookline 20-yard line. So a gain of about 43 yards on that pass from Landry today. Newton North comes back out in shotgun this time. They've got 3 receivers on the right and 1 to the left. In the backfield, Akil Rather to the right of Adam Landry, coming off that big completion to Nate Day. Takes the snap. Quick screen pass, finds his man, running to the outside. He's got a little bit of room, had some blockers in front of him for a decent gain. That's number 8, Luca Mancone. Bit hard to tell from this angle exactly where we're spotted. Looks like a gain of about 6 yards. So that'll be 2nd and 4. Snap, Landry scrambling, looking around, gets brought down. First to the quarterback was number 11, Caetano Drinkwater. So a quarterback sack for Brookline. Looks like no gain on the play. So it'll be 3rd and 4. Tigers definitely in 4-down territory in this area of the field. Snap to Landry, gives to Rather, quick tackle at the line. Stuffed by number 54, Connor Jernigan. And that will bring up a big 4th down. Looks like no gain, so it'll be 4th and 4. The Brookline defense trying to rebound after giving up a big pass play on the first play from scrimmage.
4th down, Tigers.
It'll be 4th and 4 from the Brookline 14. As expected, Newton North is going for it. 3 receivers on the right, 1 on the left. Rather to the left of Landry. He sends Mancone in motion from right to left. Snap to Landry, steps back, he's got time. Running to his right, floats a pass, he's got an open man, and he catches it in the end zone. A pop fly catch in the end zone for number 5, Akil Rather. Newton North starting us off with some excitement on the first drive. That big first pass from Adam Landry to Nate Day, and then it gets pushed all the way to 4th down. And on that 4th down, a 14-yard touchdown pass from Landry to Akil Rather. I apologize in advance for however much my camera shakes during this live stream. I am in the bleachers here at Dickinson Stadium, so, you know, whenever the fans get excited, stomp the feet, it's going to shake the camera a little bit. Newton North lining up to kick the PAT. Snap, ball down, kick is up and through. Off the kick from number 75, Johannes Schull. Or, yeah, I think it was hard to see who the kicker was. I might have misidentified there. Apologize if I did, but either way, very quickly, Newton North on the board, 7-0. Now the lead over Brookline as they score on their opening possession. 9:28 on the clock here in the first quarter. So Newton North lining up to kick this one away. Number 17, Jacob Wu. Lining up for the kickoff. For Brookline, they've got 2 back deep. Number 3, Cameron Evans, and number 20, Darren Grant. Now we saw Brookline squib the opening kick. Let's see what the Tigers do with their first kick of the game. And it's an onside kick. It's a pop fly, staying in bounds, and it's recovered. Fast hands from number 83, who is not on the roster. Among the players not numbered on the roster are Tony Alston, Tom Goldberg, DeAndre Joseph, Max Durant, and Malachi Sealy. So if any Brookline fans in the live chat know who is number 83, please let me know. But for now, it'll be 1st and 10 for the Warriors at about their own 37. Josh Karp, the quarterback in shotgun, 2 receivers on either side. He sends a receiver in motion out the back, but he hands it off to Darren Grant, who tries to barrel up the middle. Does not get very far. First to the ball carrier was number 90, Lake Quackenbos. Looks like a gain of about 1.
Stopped by Brandon Kasaganai and a host of Tigers.
So it'll be 2nd and 9 for the Warriors. Karp back in shotgun. Again, 2 receivers on either side. Grant once again in the backfield with him. He sends a receiver in motion. Takes the snap. Now dropping back to throw. Pumps. Scrambles. Cannot get anywhere. He's brought down for the sack. Number 9, Theo Bentis. And that's going to push the Warriors back for 3rd and long. Looks like they're going to be back at about the 32. So that'll be about 3rd and 15, a 6-yard loss on the sack by Theo Bentis. Brookline facing 3rd and long on their first offensive possession. 3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right of Karp. Takes the snap, steps back, floats one up, and it's over the head of Donnell O'Neill. And that's going to bring up 4th down as the Warriors go 3 and out. Punting unit comes out. Punter number 33, Wilfred Arias Mendez. Setting up to boot this one away. It's a high snap. He recovers it, but it's blocked. Oh, it's a loose ball. The Tigers are going to chase it down in the end zone. Test. Okay, audio's back. Boy, technology hates me today. Snap to Carp, 3rd and long. Carp unloads a pass. The receiver fell down. That's going to be pass interference on the Tigers. Pass was intended for Caetano Drinkwater. The officials discussing. And that will be a defensive pass interference, and that will give the Warriors their first down of the day. Thank you, Andrew Alexienko, for alerting me to the audio issues. I don't know why my audio seems to hate me today, but just have to keep a close eye on it. Wait, it's not a first down. But pass interference is... Oh, they called defensive holding, I guess. And I am very confused. Okay, no, it is pass interference, and it is a first down for the Warriors. Hopefully that wraps up the confusion there, as the Warriors do get the first down, and they get into Newton North territory. It'll be 1st and 10 from the Newton North 38. Shotgun formation, but a tighter formation here on first down for the Warriors. Snapped Carp, handoff. Darren Grant running to his left. Got a little bit of room. Flag is thrown at the end of the play.
Rush on the play, brought down by number 55, Brandon Kasanganai.
Once again, it was number 55, Brandon Kasanganai, on the tackle there, but we're going to see what this flag is. It was thrown as the tackle was being made, so this might be against Newton North again. And it will be. Oh, and that's a big first down. They called the face mask on the Tigers, so that's going to be another flag-induced first down for Brookline. So it's going to be 1st and 10 for the Warriors from about the Newton North 22-yard line. Two receivers on either side of Carp. He's got Darren Grant to his left. Sends a man in motion. Takes the snap. Throws a quick fade out of reach of Drinkwater.
Pass incomplete.
And so that will make it 2nd and 10 for the Warriors from the opposing 22-yard line. I liked the idea there. They had Drinkwater isolated for the basic fade route. Just a bit off the mark on the throw. Again, two receivers either side. Carp looking to the sidelines for his signal. Snap, Carp drops back, looking, scrambling, still looking, just going to take off, and not much room to run.
Ron forced out of bounds by a host of Tigers.
And so we'll see where they spot him.
Correction, Carp.
Looks like they actually spot him way back, so that's another quarterback sack. Looks like they're going to spot him back at the 25, so it will be 3rd and 13. Okay. Carp might have asked a question about the spot of the ball. I don't know. There's a slight delay there. But now,
3rd down, Warriors.
setting up 3rd and 13 for Brookline from the opposing 25. Snap to Carp. Roll out to his right. Quick pass. Almost intercepted by Rather. That is going to fall incomplete. And so it will be 4th and 13. Brookline is deep in opposing territory, so they are in 4-down territory here. So it's going to be 4th and long for the Warriors.
Fourth down, Warriors.
4th and 13 from the Tigers' 25. 2 receivers on either side of Carp. And a timeout is going to be called by Brookline with 6 minutes and 8 seconds left here in the first quarter. The score, Newton North 13, Brookline 0. Thank you for joining us here for the 2022 Rotary Cup Thanksgiving Day football game between the Brookline High Warriors and the Newton North High Tigers. Looks like we got a question from Mark Finstein. What are the team's records? Newton North finished the regular season 2-8 based on what I saw on Max Preps, while Brookline was 1-9. The two teams had a number of common opponents, but most of them were losses for both teams. The one big difference was their result against Framingham, as Newton North got a 34-14 win over the Flyers, while the Warriors fell 27-20. So far, Newton North holding a sizable advantage. They had a 14-yard touchdown pass on their first possession, a 4th down touchdown pass from Adam Landry to Akil Rather, and then a blocked punt at the end of Brookline's opening possession resulted in a recovery touchdown for Donnell Harvey Jr. And now here we stand, 4th and 13 for Brookline at the Newton North 25. Snapped Carp, steps back, and the throw got away from his hand, and that's just going to be a turnover on downs.
Turnover on downs.
So the Tigers will take over. I'm not sure if Carp was trying to pull that back, if he saw something, or if he was trying to go for a pump fake and it just slipped out of his hand, or what happened there. But either way, that will be a turnover on downs for the Brookline offense, and the Tigers will take over 1st and 10 at their own 25. Landry in shotgun. He's got 3 receivers to his left, 1 to his right, and Akil Rather motioning from Landry's right to his left. Oh, and we've got some jumping here, but no snap. That's going to be a false start on Newton North, and that will push them 5 yards back.
False start. Offense. 5-yard penalty. Peak first down.
First and 15 now from the 20. Snap to Landry. Landry steps up, throws a deep pass. His man's got a step, but does not have the ball. Number 10, Brendan O'Gwyn.
Intended for number 10, Brendan O'Gwyn.
And while that was incomplete, that's got to scare the Brookline defense. They gave up a 43-yard pass on the first play from scrimmage from Landry to Nate Day, and now we saw Brendan O'Gwyn getting behind the defense on that play. Second and 15 now from the 20. They send a man in motion. Snap to Landry. He's going to roll to his left. Fires a pass, and he's got his man. That's Day. Tackled just past midfield. That'll be good for a first down.
Pass completed to number 1, Nate Day from Adam Landry. First down, Tigers.
And again, we can see the difference in the trenches. Landry getting time to get set and make his throws. As this time they go for a jet sweep, tackled and brought down. First to the ball was number 56, Bora Schlosser, and then ultimately dragging him down, I believe that was number 23, Chris Reuter.
First by number 10, Brendan O'Gwyn. No gain on the play.
And so that'll be no gain. It'll be 2nd and 10 from midfield. So far, neither team has made much headway in the ground game, but the passing game has been very productive for Newton North so far as they get ready for 2nd and 10. They send Luca Mancone in motion. Snap to Landry, steps back, plenty of time. A statue in the pocket, floats one up deep, broken up. Cameron Evans with the big pass deflection as again, Landry was looking deep to Brendan O'Gwyn. It'll now be 3rd and 10 from midfield for Newton North. A big defensive play by another Brookline senior, Cameron Evans. Third and 10. They come out with 2 receivers on either side of Landry. He's got Rather to his right. They send a man in motion. Snap to Landry, handoff to Rather. Rather bouncing to the outside, he's got some room. Akil Rather taking off and running. The first big running play of the day, and it's a big 3rd down conversion for Akil Rather. That's a gain of about 17 yards. Gets him down to about the Brookline 33, and it'll be a fresh set of downs for the Tigers. Snap to Landry, steps back, fakes, now floats one up deep. No good, and no flag. Pass was intended, I believe, for Nate Day. He was smothered on all sides by a pair of Brookline defensive backs. I believe Andrew Bamberg and Nico Braun were in coverage there.
2nd down, Tigers, ball on the 33-yard line.
It'll be 2nd and 10 from the 33. Two receivers now on either side of Landry. They send a man in motion. That's Mancone. Snap, handoff, Rather bursting to his right. He's got room. Akil Rather taking off through the hole and into the end zone. Touchdown, Newton North.
Number 5, Akil Rather.
Akil Rather having himself a day so far. His second touchdown. He's got 1 receiving and now 1 rushing, as he gets the 33-yard touchdown run. Running lanes starting to open up for Newton North as Brookline was adjusting to the deep passing game. And now they line up for another PAT. Snap, ball down, kick is up, and it is good. Johannes Schull with his second successful PAT. And with that, Newton North now takes a 3-score lead still in the first quarter. 20-0 now the Tigers lead the Warriors. And again, like I was saying before, you know, they're not the names I'm going to call out as the plays are happening. You know, they're not going to get, you know, any touchdowns on the box scores, but you got to give a lot of credit to the Newton North linemen today, because they are, you know, setting the foundation for what's really been working for Newton North so far. Jacob Wu this time sends the onside kick the other side. It's caught and downed immediately by the Warriors. This one caught by number 24, Billy Bamberg. And so Brookline will take over 1st and 10. Again, pretty close to midfield. And they got the ball moving a little bit last possession off the back of a pair of Newton North penalties, but stalled out just outside the red zone. The Brookline offense going to be trying to find something else, and they're going to need some more precision. We've got speaking of penalties against Newton North, we've got no offsetting penalties, offsetting personal fouls. I didn't quite see what was happening. I was trying to adjust the scoreboard. But either way, those penalties are not going to move the needle here as they offset. And so it will be 1st and 10 for Brookline again at their own 42-yard line. And Brookline's going to have to try and figure out something to get around what has been a stout Newton North defensive front so far. Ground game hasn't been able to find much room, and Josh Karp has found himself under pressure on just about every passing play. Okay, now we've got a holding penalty against Brookline, a personal foul against Newton North. So the penalties don't offset. It's a net gain of 5 yards because it's a 10-yard penalty against Brookline and 15-yard against Newton North. As we have some more penalty confusion here on Thanksgiving. So instead, it'll be 1st and 10 from the 47. 2 receivers on either side of Karp. Send a man in motion, snapped Karp, quick step, floats one up, looking for Drinkwater. This time he's got it! Caetano Drinkwater with his first catch of the day down the far sideline.
First down, Warriors.
And that'll be a 1st down for Brookline. The first one, they didn't earn off penalties, and they flipped the field over to the Newton North 35. Send a man in motion, snap to Karp, fake, floats one up for Drinkwater again. Almost caught, almost intercepted. It was a battle for the ball. And instead, it's going to fall incomplete, and it'll be 2nd and 10. Two receivers on either side. Snapped Karp, steps back, blitz coming. Karp scrambling to his right and chooses to throw it away.
Pass incomplete. Pressure by number 55, Brandon Kasaganai.
And again, pressure coming from number 55, the co-captain, Brandon Kasanganai. It'll be 3rd and 10 for the Warriors from the Newton North 30. They had the one big completion for 23 yards from Karp to Drinkwater on 1st down. And since then, they have not been able to move the ball. Big 3rd down play coming up here. Snap. Karp steps back. Quick throw. Down the near side. Broken up by O'Gwyn. Pass was intended for Andrew Bamberg. Incomplete.
For number 2, O'Neal. Broken up by number 10, Brendan O'Gwyn.
And so this will bring up 4th and 10. Brookline well in Newton North territory, so they can afford to go for it here. 4th and 10 from the 30. Once again, two receivers on either side for Brookline. Number 6, Barry Golden in motion. Snap to Karp, steps back, fires across the middle over the head of Drinkwater, and that's going to be a turnover on downs.
Turnover on downs.
And so with 3:24 still to play here in the first quarter, Newton North takes over, already leading by 20. And it'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. And it looks like in a day full of technical difficulties now, the Wi-Fi connection is on the fritz. Because of course it is. They send Rather in motion and they hand off to Rather. No, it's a reverse. A reversal play to O'Gwyn. Brendan O'Gwyn taking off. O'Gwyn in a foot race. And he gets tripped up. And does he break the plane? Yes or no? No, he doesn't. It is not a touchdown. He is stopped at the 1.
Correction, ball's on 1 yard line.
Brendan O'Gwyn on the reverse. He gets tripped up by number 1, Nico Braun. And he falls just short of the goal line, so it's going to be 1st and goal from the 1 for the Tigers. As it looks like they're going to direct snap to Akil Rather. And instead, we're going to have an offsides. Well, it's a penalty that doesn't really move the needle. It'll just be half the distance to the goal, which they're already at the goal, so not much to say there. as Newton North on the doorstep of potentially their 4th touchdown here in the first quarter. Looks like they're still setting up for a direct snap to Rather, and he's going to take it in. Rather with his 3rd touchdown of the day, as Newton North starting to run away with this one here in the first quarter. A 4-score lead now at 26-0. As Johannes Schull lines up for another PAT. He's hit 2 of them so far and thrown 1 interception on an attempted fake. Snap ball down, kick goes through.
Extra point is good. Let's hear it for your Tigers.
27-0. Now the Newton North lead.
As a reminder, our dance team is collecting donations. Please see them on the concourse or at the gate. If you're able, please donate to our dance team, our championship dance team.
2 minutes and 8 seconds on the clock here in the first quarter, and the score, Newton North 27, Brookline 0. This time Wu launches a full kickoff, and it's juggled and lost, picked up by Cameron Evans, and he's going to be dragged down quickly. So Brookline gets their first chance at a return, and lucky they didn't lose the ball.
On the return, brought down by a host of Tigers. First down, Warriors.
And so now Brookline will have their worst starting field position of the day so far, as it'll be 1st and 10 at about their own 15. Three receivers to the left of Josh Karp here on 1st and 10. Snap, and oh, it's a broken play, and it's going to be dragged down behind the line. Major confusion between Josh Karp and Darren Grant on that play. And so that's going to move them back about 5 yards. They'll be 2nd and 15 from the 10. Snap to Karp. Quick pass, looking for Drinkwater again. Overthrows his man, and a flag is thrown. Now it's a question. There was contact on the play, but are they which way are they going to point it? And that is going to be pass interference on the defense. And so that will be a 1st and 10 for the Warriors after they actually called defensive pass interference. PA announcer a little confused on which way the penalty was going there, but it was called against Newton North. 1st and 10, snap to Karp. Karp looking around, scrambling, and has to slide down behind the line. And we'll see where they mark it. But that is going to end the first quarter. We are through one here in Newton, Massachusetts. The score after one, the Newton North High Tigers 27, the Brookline High Warriors 0. And so it looks like it'll be 2nd and 12 from the 23 when we come back for the second quarter.
Second down.
And now it looks like we're ready to get the second quarter underway. 2nd and 12 from the 23 for the Warriors. As I'm not sure what we're waiting on, but we're waiting on something. So not sure what to say at this point that hasn't already been said. Been a fairly one-sided affair thus far for Newton North. 2 rushing scores and 1 receiving score by Akil Rather, and 1 blocked punt recovered in the end zone by Donnell Harvey Jr. And some tremendous play in the trenches by the Tigers linemen, led by the efforts of co-captain Brandon Kasanganai. They go for a handoff this time, and there's actually some room to go for Darren Grant.
Positive gain on the play.
Grant gets out to what appears to be the 32-yard line, so it looks like it's going to be third and about 3. So gain of about 9, maybe 8 yards on the play for the running back, Darren Grant. Snapped Karp, steps back, floats a pass, finds his man. Donnell O'Neill taking off and running. He's got the first down, and he's brought down.
Pass completed to number 2, O'Neill.
And that will be a first down for Brookline. Starting to show some variety in their offensive packages here as they went for a delayed screen pass there to O'Neill. Sets them up for a first down. Snapped Karp, steps back, scrambling to his left. Still scrambling and just getting past the line for what looks to be some positive yardage.
Karp forced out of bounds by number 55, Brandon Kazaganai.
And it looks like they're actually going to put Karp behind the line there, so it'll actually be 2nd and 11. I thought for sure he had jumped past the line of scrimmage there at the end before going out of bounds, but I guess he didn't. 2nd and 11. Snapped Karp, steps back, looking. Got a bit of time as he scrambles, floats up one. He's just throwing it away.
Pass incomplete. Please consider donating to our championship dance team. You can find them on the concourse at the gate. Please consider donating to our championship dance team.
Okay. 3rd and 11 from the 42-yard line. Snapped Karp. Looking to throw, fires a pass. He's got his man, and he's off to the races. Donnell O'Neill heading all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Warriors. A 58-yard catch and run by the senior Donnell O'Neill. Brookline gets on the board. As now kicker Jack Jarvis sets up for the PAT. Snap, ball down, kick on the way. And the lefty puts it through.
Tigers 27, Warriors 7.
So the Warriors get on the board here in the second quarter.
Ladies and gentlemen,
But the Tigers still holding a sizable lead. The score, Newton North 27, Brookline 7. Brookline's first points coming from a 58-yard touchdown pass from Josh Karp to Donnell O'Neill.
Tigers swag after halftime. That is after halftime.
Jarvis now setting up to kick this one away for the Warriors. Went for a squib kick, his first time kicking off. Let's see what he does here. It's another squib, comes in low, it's scooped up. And what looks like kind of a fake knee there as he got to the outside for just a few yards more. As I believe that ball was returned by number 85, Chance Miller. So the Tigers take over. First and 10 from the 42. So far, the Tigers have scored on every offensive possession of this game. Landry in shotgun, takes a snap, rolls to his left, looking to throw, completes the pass, quick to the ball on the tackle was Nico Braun as he brings down Luca Mancone.
Pass completed to number 8, Luca Mancone.
And so they go from the 43 to about the 49, so about a 6-yard gain. 2nd and 4, Landry rolls to his right this time, fires a pass, and it's caught. Nate Day with a big catch.
Pass completed to number 1, Nate Day.
Right at the sideline.
First down.
And that will get Newton North the first down at the Warriors' 45. They send Rather out in motion, go for a screen pass to Rather. Akil Rather cutting inside and finally brought down by Darren Grant.
First down on the play.
And it looks like he got just enough for the first. It looks like a gain of either 10 or 15. It will be a fresh set of downs for Newton North, 1st and 10 at the Brookline 30. Snap to Landry, steps back, fires deep. He's got a man wide open, he dropped it! Akil Rather was about to get his 4th score of the day.
Pass incomplete, intended for number 5, Akil Rather.
But just did not haul it in. So it'll be 2nd and 10 from the 30. Snap to Landry, steps back, got time, starting to scramble now, collided with the official as he threw that one away.
Pass incomplete.
Pass rush was coming, and a late flag thrown by the official. That was the official near the Newton North sideline. What is that going to be, a bench penalty or something? What did he see? Leading the pass rush for Brookline was number 25, Pelayo Harais. And they are going to call a foul against Newton North. My guess, I didn't quite see the signal, but my guess is that was a bench penalty. Against Newton North. Will be 3rd and 25. Ball at the Brookline 45. Snap, Landry fakes the handoff, steps back, now throws one out to Rather. Rather taking off down the near sideline. Brought down. Looks like he's going to be short of the first, but they're definitely in 4-down territory here. And it looks like we've got a timeout called, as it's going to be 4th and 5 from the 25.
They'll be selling Tiger swag after halftime. Please visit the concession stand.
Minute and 27 left here in the second quarter. Tigers trying to add more to their lead. Currently up 20 over the visiting Warriors.
Correction, during halftime. You should visit the concession stand during halftime if you're interested in swag.
Big play coming up. We've seen one touchdown scored by Newton North on 4th down. And I do believe this is the first time they're facing 4th down since that first touchdown play. Snap to Landry, steps back, got time, fires, complete. That will be a first down completion to Day.
Pass completed to number 1, Nate Day from Adam Landry.
So that will move the chains. Newton North now 2 for 2 on 4th down today. First down from about the 28-yard line. Or no, the 18, excuse me. Snap to Landry, steps back, pass rush coming, floats a pass, finds an open man. Flag is thrown as the receiver is brought down. This might be roughing the passer, as Nico Braun came in a little late, and that is going to be roughing the passer against Brookline, so that will set up a first down for the Tigers. And it seems like you guys can't hear me. What is... I don't understand. I've got... And of course the speakers start blasting right as that happens. What is going on with the audio? It says the audio is coming in. I don't know what is happening. By every measurement I have, audio should be coming in. I don't know why, other than, oh, they're trolling. Thanks again, Andrew. I appreciate you, man. So we'll see where that penalty flag places the Tigers. They have 24.4 seconds on the clock here in the second. Trying to get in the end zone one more time before half. And looks like it will be first and goal.
Please visit the concession stand. They'll be selling Tiger swag at halftime. If you're interested in any Tiger swag,
inside the 10, quick snap to Landry. Landry throws a fade, caught out of bounds. And the clock's still running as a timeout is called by Newton North. .2 seconds on the clock here in the second quarter. Looks like Newton North at about the 8-yard line as they get ready for second and goal. And my live chat having some fun with me. as Newton North trying to punch it in before half. Brookline trying to make a last-minute goal line stand before the break.
Live on YouTube? What's the channel?
All right, out of the timeout, 2nd and goal. It appears to be about maybe the 7. Snap to Landry, steps back, looking, firing to the corner, broken up at the last second. Darren Grant breaks it up, and they're trying to get set so they can get another playoff, but they're not going to have time. That is going to end the half. The score at the end of the first half, the Newton North High Tigers 27, the Brookline High Warriors 7. Thank you all again for tuning in for live coverage of the 2022 Thanksgiving Day Rotary Cup. I'd like to take a moment during this halftime intermission for a local charity spotlight. Oh, wait, they're saying there's 3 seconds left. Wait, whoa. Okay, the official...
Correction, there are 3 seconds still left in the first half.
There's...
Return to the sideline.
So the official rulings confusion continues. You're okay, but your head is in the shot.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is the end of the first half.
Okay, so it is halftime.
Warriors.
I don't know, y'all. I'm doing my best. I am doing my best here, and the officials are doing their best. We're all out here doing our best.
This time we're going to welcome Brookline Cheer to the center field.
So while the Brookline cheerleaders come out for a halftime show, like I said before, I'd like to take a moment for a local charity spotlight. Looks like both cheerleaders, actually. But anyway, I'd like to tell you about the Brookline Food Pantry. The Brookline Food Pantry provides groceries to Brookline residents in need of food assistance. The pantry saw a huge increase in demand for food assistance at the start of the COVID-19 pandemic, and that number has remained steadily high ever since. The food pantry has been serving an average of 650 households each week, more than 4 times the rate of families served pre-COVID. Brookline Food Pantry is fighting the good fight against hunger in our community, and they are always looking for more people willing to lend a hand, whether through monetary donations, direct food donations, or volunteers in the pantry. Food donations can be made at United Parish Church at 210 Harvard Street in Brookline on Wednesdays and Fridays from 9:30 a.m. to 12:30 p.m. Monetary donations can be made online at the Food Pantry's website, brooklinefoodpantry.org. And during this coming holiday season, you can also make donations at Brookline Booksmith. The well-known Coolidge Corner bookstore will be collecting donations for the food pantry at checkout from now until December 15. So if you find yourself holiday shopping at Brookline Booksmith this winter, see if you can give a little extra for the Brookline Food Pantry. Once again, go online to brooklinefoodpantry.org or call 617-800-5339 for more information about how you can volunteer with the pantry and help to feed your community. Once again, that's brooklinefoodpantry.org or call 617-800-5339. And just as a special note, here on Thanksgiving, this year the Brookline Food Pantry has provided 850 Brookline families with Thanksgiving food kits, including their choice of turkey or chicken and all the Thanksgiving fixins to be made at home. So give a shout out to the Brookline Food Pantry for all the hard work they do against hunger in the Brookline community. And if you would like to see that information about how you can find out more, the website and phone number are in the description section down below. And as always, if you are enjoying this live stream, be sure to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. We got the winter season coming up, so be sure to subscribe to stay tuned for all of those streams coming up. And if you got anything else you'd like to say, I encourage you to say it in the live chat.
Welcome our championship Newton North cheerleading team. Thank you, North Cheer, and now we're welcoming our Newton North Championship dance team to center field.
All right, we are back here at Dickinson Stadium at Newton North High School in Newton, Massachusetts. I am Jesse Mayfield-Sheehan here on this Thanksgiving Day. Here for the 2022 Rotary Cup Thanksgiving Day football game between Brookline and Newton North. As we get ready for the third quarter, Newton North holding a 27-7 lead over Brookline. Brookline's lone score coming from a 58-yard touchdown pass from Josh Karp to Donnell O'Neill, while for Newton North, Akil Rather led the scoring, 2 rushing touchdowns and a receiving touchdown off a pass from Adam Landry, and the other touchdown scored on a recovery in the end zone off a blocked punt by Donnell Harvey Jr. Brookline will be receiving the opening kickoff of the second half. And we'll see if Brookline is able to make any adjustments, because as things stand right now, the Tigers on their way to a payback win after last year's Rotary Cup went to Brookline. Newton North holding a 3-score lead as we get ready to start the third quarter. Number 17, Jacob Wu, getting ready to get us underway. Here we go, and it's a slow roller up the middle, bouncing, and it's collected and downed by Brookline. That ball snagged by number 33, Wilfred Arias Mendez. And so the Brookline offense comes out to see if they can get things moving. They've been the beneficiaries of a few first downs coming off of Newton North defensive penalties. And later on in the first half, they were able to get a couple of first down conversions, but so far only 1 score. Josh Karp, the quarterback, in shotgun, 2 receivers either side. Sends one in motion. Snap. Fakes the throw. He hands it off to Darren Grant, who's got nowhere to go. Darren Grant taken down behind the line. Looks like they're going to give him a loss of about 4 yards. As they go back from the 34 to the 30. So it'll be 2nd and 14 for the Warriors. 3 receivers to the left now of Karp. Karp takes a snap, steps back, looking, floats one up. Incomplete over the head of Donnell O'Neill. Number 85, Chance Miller, was in coverage for Newton North. And you can see the physicality of the defensive backs of Newton North. As some of Brookline's receivers having a hard enough time getting off the line. Snap, Karp, quick pass, deflected, intercepted! Oh, he picked it up off the ground. It's Harvey again. Number 9, Theo Bentis, was in the face of Josh Karp, and he batted that one into the air, and it was just barely scooped up. A shoestring catch by Donnell Harvey as he gets his second touchdown of the day. And Newton North gets on the board for the first score of the second half. (33-7). Now the Newton North lead as Johannes Schull, who was 3 for 3 on PAT kicks in the first half, comes back out. Snap, ball down, kick is good. So Newton North now leading Brookline 34-7 off the pick 6 by Donnell Harvey Jr. And again, we see the power that the Newton North defensive line has been bringing all day long to really set the tone here.
Evans and Grant back to receive for the Warriors.
Wu setting up for the kickoff once again. And it's a proper kick this time, received cleanly by Cameron Evans. Evans running towards the far side, and he's forced out of bounds just past the 20. So the Brookline offense comes right back out, hoping to bounce back from another tough offensive start, as this marks the second time today that Brookline's first offensive possession of the half has resulted in a turnover touchdown by Donnell Harvey.
If anyone finds a missing key with an
Snap
orange key ring,
to
please
Karp,
to
handoff. Darren Grant runs up the middle,
lost a key with an orange.
not very far to go. But he does get a marginal gain there. Looks like they gave him a gain of about 3 yards. 2nd and 7 for the Warriors. Snap to Karp, steps back, floats one up. Caught by Bamberg. Andrew Bamberg hauls that one in.
Brought down by number 10, Brendan O'Gwen.
And that will be a fresh set of downs for Brookline. As they move into Newton North territory, it'll be 1st and 10 from the Newton North 46. Karp takes the snap, steps back, quick throw, looking for Bamberg again. He's got it once again.
Pass complete to number 5, Bamberg.
Andrew Bamberg with a couple of quick catches. The Warriors offense starting to move the ball now. Karp hands it off to Grant this time. Grant finds a small hole and manages to move through for a few yards. The Warriors wasting no time. I can't even figure out how many yards they have left to go. Oh, and they actually managed to successfully get the hard count. And that's going to get the Warriors a first down.
Offsides.
So I didn't even need to figure out how many yards they had to go because it was less than 5. And the offsides off the hard count from Karp gets the Warriors a first down. It looks like they're at about the 15-yard line. Snap to Karp, steps back, floats one up, looking to the end zone. Not there. Karp was looking for it all there, but could not hook up with, I think, Drinkwater was his target.
Second down, Warriors.
It'll be 2nd and 10 from the 15. Snapped Karp, steps back, got some time, starting to scramble to his right now, fires a pass, broken up just barely, almost a diving grab for Caetano Drinkwater.
With an orange key tag, please find an administrator. We're missing a key with an orange key tag. Please find an administrator if you find the key.
So it will be 3rd and 10. The Warriors offense stalling out a bit here in the red zone, but they're trying to find their 2nd score of the game.
Accepting donations for our championship dance team who's on the concourse. Please
2 receivers on either side of Karp.
still collecting donations on the concourse.
They are in 4-down territory. There's the snap. Karp steps back, running out of room, and he trips and falls. Not a good time to lose his footing as he's moved back 10 yards. Falling on him for the sack was number 27, Noah Westcoat. That is a 10-yard loss on the sack, and it will be 4th and 20 for the Warriors from the Newton North 25. That was just tough. Looked like Karp just lost his footing on the drop back there. Now he takes a snap. Floats one up, looking for Bamberg. Oh, couldn't haul it in.
Pass incomplete.
And that will be a turnover on downs. Bamberg almost had a spectacular catch there, but instead the Warriors fail to get the score in the red zone, and they turn it over on downs. Newton North takes over 1st and 10 at their own 25. Landry sends a man in motion, and he's going to toss it to him. This is Brendan O'Gwyn. O'Gwyn finds a hole. O'Gwyn taking off. He's dragged down. Darren Grant got a hold of him and would not let go. But that will be a first down, technically a reception off the forward toss by number 10, Brendan O'Gwyn. It'll be 1st and 10 from the Newton North 46. 3 receivers to the right of Landry. And a timeout is called by Brookline. So Brookline finding little ways to move the ball here and there, but still struggling to put it all together. Still the only score coming off that big catch and run from Donnell O'Neill back in the first half. While Newton North continues to pull further and further away. 34-7 is the score. 6:25 on the clock here in the 3rd quarter. Once again, if you've been enjoying this live stream, be sure to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel to stay up to date on all my upcoming live streams. Winter season is just around the corner, people, so be sure to stay tuned. And if there's anything you'd like to say about the game in front of you, I encourage you to say it in the live chat. First and 10 from the 46, coming off of the Brookline timeout. Adam Landry in shotgun takes a snap, rolls to his right, looking, firing, just out of reach of his man. Luca Mancone had a step on the defender, but could not catch up with the throw. It'll be 2nd and 10 from the 46. Three receivers to the left of Landry, one to the right. Akil Rather sharing the backfield with him. Hand off to Rather. Rather looking for a hole. Spins off one tackle, but then gets pulled down by the senior co-captain, Bora Schlosser. Looks like a gain of about 4 on the play. It will be 3rd and 6 from midfield. Quick snap to Landry. Quick pass. Hits his man. Quick tackle. And he's going to be stopped short of the first. Quick tackle by Andrew Bamberg on Nate Day, but it looks like Bamberg is down hurt. There's a heads-up defensive play by Andrew Bamberg, who's made a few nice plays today. But now, the senior receiver and defensive back is down. He's getting back up. Looks a little shaken. Ooh, this is tough. That might be... They might be checking him for concussion symptoms. I don't know. Certainly hope he's okay. You're never rooting for an injury. I don't care how intense the rivalry is. You know, these are high school kids. We're out here to have fun, especially on an exhibition game. And this being the last game of these seniors' careers, you certainly don't want, if anyone, you don't want any of them getting hurt. Bamberg is walking around. He's still on the field, but now it looks like he's going to come off the field with the trainer. Get a look. It's going to be 4th and, I think, about 4. And it looks like we're going to get our first punt from Newton North. Snap. Punt is away. O'Neal back to receive, calls for the fair catch and snags it. Number 3, Brad McNew, one of the Newton North captains, sent that punt away. And so for the first time, the Brookline defense keeps the Newton North offense out of the end zone. Oh, and we've got a correction because Jesse is a dummy and he doesn't have the columns right. Andrew Bamberg is a junior. Thank you, Khalid Purafoy. I appreciate the correction. I don't mind looking the fool if I eventually get to get things right. 5:11 on the clock here in the 3rd, as the Warriors take over 1st and 10 from what appears to be about their own 17. 3 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Carpin Grant in the backfield. Snap, give to Grant. Grant swallowed up quickly. Tackle, I believe, number 72, Connor Kiley.
Brought down by Westco and the host of Tigers.
Might have gotten that mixed up. Might have been Westcote. Looks like No gain, maybe a loss of 1. 2nd and 11 for the Warriors. Snapped Karp, steps back, looking, Plitzer coming, and he brings him down. Coming in on the DB blitz was number 37, Scott Casey. Or it might have been a delayed linebacker blitz. Looks like we've got another injured player down. As it looks like the Warriors back at the 10 now. So it'll be 3rd and 17 as we check on the downed player. And it's Bora Schlosser, the senior co-captain and lineman for Brookline. He gets up, walking off on his own power. You know, hopefully that's just a cramp or something, and he'll come back in. I said it in a bit of an inaccurate circumstance last time, but in here, definitely, for a senior, you don't want to see him get hurt in what will be the last game of their high school football careers. 3rd and 17 coming up for the Warriors. Snapped Karp, steps back, looking, got some time, but nobody's open. He has to scramble. He gets dragged down, another sack. And that one was Connor Kiley. So the Warriors not able. So this will be 4th down. Looks like about the 8-yard line, so about 4th and 19. And so Wilfred Arias Mendez getting ready to punt this one away for the Warriors. So Newton North actually has 2 back deep to return the punt. Mendez manages to get the punt away. Not very far. And it's going to be downed by the Warriors. It's going to be inside their own 30. But even still, Mendez at least managed to get the punt away without being blocked. And so it'll be 1st and 10 for the Tigers from the Brookline 25-yard line. Two receivers on either side of Landry. They send a man in motion. That's Mancone. Snap to Landry. Steps back. Floats one up. His man's got a step. Broken up by Bamberg. Back in the game and making clutch defensive plays again as Andrew Bamberg, with his back to the pass, manages to break up the pass intended for Brendan O'Gwyn. So it'll be 2nd and 10 from the 25. Landry gives to Rather. Rather tripped up and dragged down. Pelayo Harais making the tackle there from the seat of his pants as he holds Akil Rather to a gain of 4. It will be 3rd and 6. 3rd and 6 from the 21. Two on either side of Landry. Or no, 3 on one side, but now it's 2 on both sides. They send O'Gwyn in motion. And a flag. That's a delay of game penalty against the Tigers.
Flag on the play.
That will send them back 5 yards. It'll be 3rd and 11.
Repeat third down.
So 3rd and 11 from the 26. You could see there was a bit of confusion there on that play call. Minute 40 and ticking left in the 3rd quarter. 34-7, the Newton North lead. Snap to Landry, steps back, looking, throwing, caught. Was he in bounds? Yes. Luca Mancone. Looks like they're gonna hold. They're gonna catch him 1 yard short. So it'll be 4th and 1. So naturally they're going to go for it, and it would require a really big play from Brookline to hold them in this spot. 4th and 1. Direct snap to Rather. Rather running, dragged down. He might be short. Where are they going to spot him? They're going to bring out the chain gang to measure this one. A big defensive play by Brookline, but was it enough? I believe it was Pelayo Harais who got his arms around the legs of Akil Rather, and another defender sort of stood him up, prevented him from kind of trying to lean into that, and we're just going to have to see where they spotted it, as this is very, very close. And they did get the first down. Akil Rather, by a matter of inches, converts the first down. So it'll be 1st and 10 from about the 16. Or about the 15. Yeah, the 15. They got exactly 10 yards. Snap to Landry. Looking to throw. Fires, picked off, intercepted by Caetano Drinkwater. So the Warriors come up with a big defensive play. Caetano Drinkwater. Drinkwater, who had a pick 6 last Thanksgiving, he comes up with a big interception there. So that is his 2nd straight Thanksgiving with an interception. And the senior co-captain gives the ball right back to the Warriors. They are going to be pinned deep in their own territory, though. Looks like 1st and 10 from about their own 8-yard line. So they're going to need a big play from the offense. Snap, Karp rolling to his right, fires a pass, finds O'Neal for the first.
Pass complete to number 2, O'Neal.
A well-placed throw by Josh Karp finds Donnell O'Neal for a big first down conversion, as Brookline trying to dig their way out of their own backyard here. Looks like a gain of about 12 on the play, and it'll be 1st and 10 from the 20. Snapped Carp, handoff to Grant. Grant finds a bit of a hole and pushes forward for a decent gain. And that is going to end the third quarter. So we'll see how much the Warriors have to go on second down. But as we get ready for the fourth and final quarter, the score, the Newton North High Tigers 34, the Warriors 7. So give Brookline some credit. After just about everything that could go wrong did go wrong in that first quarter. And they found themselves down 27-0 after that first quarter. They've actually played even with Newton North since that first quarter, if I'm remembering things correctly. And granted, I might be remembering things wrong, but I don't think I am. So for Brookline, the yard to gain is the 30. And it looks like they're at the 27. So it was a 7-yard run by Darren Grant that was the last play of the third quarter. 12 minutes left in the 2022 season for these two teams. 2nd and 3 for the Warriors.
2nd down Warriors.
No jump on the hard clap from Carp there. Now here's the snap. Quick throw for Drinkwater. Juggled. Oh, is that intercepted? No.
Incomplete pass intended for number 11, Drinkwater.
Bit of miscommunication there between Carp and Drinkwater about where exactly Carp was supposed to pull up on the quick hitch there. That one almost intercepted by number 12, A.J. Gordon. So it'll be 3rd and 3 for the Warriors from the 27. Snapped Carp, steps back, got some time. Pass rush now coming, he has to take off. Carp floats a pass, short.
Pass incomplete.
Intended for number 6, Barry Golden, and just didn't have enough arm strength to float that pass out while running to his left. Leading the pass rush there for Newton North was number 88, George Nilsson. And it'll be 4th and 3 for the Warriors. So do they go for it here? I mean, you're down 4 scores. It's fairly short distance to gain. And it looks like they are going to go for it. 3 receivers to the left. Drinkwater isolated on the right. And timeout, Warriors.
Timeout.
So 11:45 on the clock here in the fourth quarter. The score, Newton North 34, Brookline 7. So right now it's looking like the Tigers will in fact be taking back the Rotary Cup this year. But Brookline not laying it down, giving it everything they've got in the last game of the season. So out of the timeout we come. Brookline still out there with their offense. Same formation. Snap to Carp. Quick throw. Broken up. And no flag.
Pass incomplete.
Gordon was in coverage on Drinkwater, breaking up that pass. No pass interference, and it will be a turnover on downs. And so the Tigers take over 1st and 10 from the Warriors' 27. Snap to Landry, steps back, he's got time. Unloads for the end zone, picked off again! Drinkwater's got his second. Oh, but is there a flag on the play? Offsides on Brookline. So the interception is erased. And instead of the Warriors getting the ball back, it'll be 1st and 5. Landry takes the snap, rolls to his right, still rolling, still looking, now unloads, out of reach of the intended receiver, Mancone, and that will make it 2nd and 5.
Second down, Tigers.
2nd and 5 from what appears to be about the 23, I think. 3 receivers to the right, 1 to the left of Landry. They send a man in motion. They fake the toss. Landry takes it himself. Dodges out of the way of a couple of tacklers. Finally brought down by Bamberg, but he is going to get the 1st down. We see a new play this time from the Tigers. They've been running those jet sweeps all day, and then finally they go for a fake that time, and Landry able to dance around a couple of tacklers for a 1st down. First and 10 from about the 13. Snap to Landry, juggled, but he collected it. Now trying to evade the pass rush, floats up a pass, and it's caught in the end zone. Almost broken up, but getting his hands around that one. Looks like that was number 3, Gabe McNew, or Brad McNew, excuse me. The senior co-captain for Newton North, Brad McNew, making the catch on that 13-yard touchdown pass.
Point after kick is good.
And the kick is good.
Tigers.
by Johannes Schull, and that makes it 41-7. With 9:24 and counting.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Tigers 41, Warriors 7. Fourth quarter, 9 minutes to play.
So as you might have heard from the PA announcer, we got just over 9 minutes to play. Clock is running at this point as Newton North holds a substantial 41-7 lead over Brookline. Newton North has now officially scored more points than Brookline did in last year's Rotary Cup win. That was a 38-12 victory for the Warriors, but we're getting a very different result today as the Tigers lead 41-7. Kick is away, caught by Evans. Evans running towards the middle, cuts away from the tacklers, trying to get all the way to the far side. Evans turning the corner on the sideline and gets dragged down out of bounds past the 35-yard line.
First down, Warriors.
So the Warriors have no reason to stop at this point, as it looks like a timeout was called by Newton North with 8:07 on the clock. But yeah, the Warriors have no reason to stop playing. You know, this is the last game of the season. You know, for the seniors, it's the last game of their high school careers. You know, even if it's all but a certainty at this point that Newton North will win this game, you still play the game and you see, you know, you see what, how much more you can do. 41-7 off the 13-yard passing touchdown from Adam Landry to Gabe McNew. Just the second passing touchdown of the day for the Tigers. It's been 2 passing touchdowns, 2 rushing touchdowns, 1 defensive and 1 special teams score for Newton North, as they've been scoring in all different kinds of ways here today. First and 10 for the Warriors. Looks like they're at about the 37 off of the return from Evans. As, again, they have to stop. Now the clock is running as they're waiting for the chain gang to get set up. It was a little confusing there, but now first and 10. Snapped Carp, steps back. Looking, firing over the middle, out of reach of Golden. Just a little too high on the throw for Barry Golden. It will be 2nd and 10. For the Warriors. 2 receivers on either side of Carp. Takes the snap. Throws one. Hits Golden for the first time as he shakes off 1 tackle and runs forward for a first down.
Pass complete to number 5, Bamberg. First down, Warriors.
So that was number 6, Barry Golden, with his first catch of the day. And the sophomore receiver gets Brookline into Newton North territory. Fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 from the Newton North 48. Snapped Carp, looking, and he gets wrapped up and brought down by Nilsson. as number 88, George Nilsson, gets the sack for that one. That will push the Warriors back to their own 46, so it will be 2nd and 16. Snap is low, juggled, picked up desperately by Darren Grant. Grant trying to take off, and he gets stood up hard and pushed even further back.
Taken down by Noah Westcott.
As he is taken down by number 27, Noah Westcote. It'll be 3rd and very long for the Warriors to get pushed back to the 42. It is 3rd and 20. Snap. Karp steps back, looking, firing down the near side. Caught! First down completion to O'Neal.
Taken down by number 10, Brandon O'Gwen.
The drive goes on for the Warriors off a big completion down the left side from Karp to O'Neal. Brookline now deep in Newton North territory. Inside the 25, looks like they're at about the 23-yard line. Snap to Karp, steps back, quick throw, hits his man. He is stood up, short of the first, but it is caught by Andrew Bamberg.
Stop by number 10, Brandon O'Gwen.
4 minutes to go. 2nd down and about 2. Brookline appears to be at the 15-yard line. Snapped Karp, steps back, looking, firing, looking for it all, out of reach. Flag is thrown. This might be defensive pass interference. This might get Brookline down to the goal line. As we await the signal from the officials. It does appear to be a flag against Newton North. And so this will get Brookline the 1st and goal to go opportunity. Looks like they might have called holding instead. Bit hard to tell exactly what yard line they're on. Snapped Karp, give to Grant. Grant taking off, cuts inside, pushing forward. Touchdown, Warriors!
Number 20, Grant on the carry.
Darren Grant knifing through for about a 7 or 8 yard score. And so with 2 minutes left and the clock still running, Brookline able to get their 2nd touchdown. And Jarvis lining up for the PAT. Snap is low and it's juggled. Grant trying to pick it up and run with it. He's got nowhere to go, though.
2-point conversion is no good.
And so that is no good. So with just a minute and a half left, Brookline able to get in the end zone a 2nd time on the run by Darren Grant. And while Newton North has gotten more points than Brookline had last year, Brookline has also scored more than Newton North had last year. Like I said, no reason to stop. You know, there are still plays to be made. And you can always take pride in the fact that you kept playing and didn't stop. A minute left. It is a running clock, so we're just counting down as Brookline lines up for the kickoff. Not sure if we'll have enough time. It's going to depend on how quickly the players get set up. About 30 seconds left now as Jarvis lines up for the kickoff. Squib kick is caught off the line drive. Run back. I think this is O'Gwyn who finally gets dragged down. And that is going to end the ball game. Just 5 seconds left on the running clock. 2-1-0. And that is your ball game. The final score here in the 2022 Thanksgiving Day Rotary Cup. The Newton North High Tigers 41. The Brookline High Warriors 13. So the Tigers take back the Rotary Cup at home here on Thanksgiving Day. They shot out to a dominant 27-point lead and held on to that lead for the rest of the game. For Brookline, the 2 touchdowns, they come off a 58-yard touchdown pass from Josh Karp to senior Donnell O'Neill. And then we had about an 8-yard touchdown run there at the end by Darren Grant. For Newton North, the scoring leader was Akil Rather, 2 rushing, 1 receiving touchdown. And then Donnell Harvey, who had 2 touchdowns, neither of them offensive. 1 on a blocked punt that Harvey recovered in the end zone, and then 1 on a pick 6. And then the 6th touchdown came on a touchdown reception by senior co-captain Brad McNew off the pass from fellow senior co-captain Adam Landry. So that is going to wrap things up here at Dickinson Field on the campus of Newton North High School in Newton, Massachusetts. The winners of the 2022 Rotary Cup are the Newton North High Tigers. Hats off to Newton North for a great game played, and a special shout out to all the graduating seniors of the Newton North class of 2023. Just reading them off real quick. Number 3, co-captain Brad McNew. Number 4, Mark Vasiliev. Number 5, Akil Rather. Number 7, Lucas Diller. Number 8, Luca Mancone. Number 9, Theo Bentis. Number 10, Brendan O'Gwyn. Number 11, co-captain Adam Landry. Number 24, Alex Donnelly. Number 27, co-captain Noah Westcote. Number 32, Benji Brenner. Number 41, Nico Kelly. Number 50, co-captain Sam Brambilla. Number 55, co-captain Brandon Kasanganai. Number 64, Ivan Zlatev. Number 72, Connor Kiley. Number 75, Johannes Schull. Number 76, Alex Moorfield. Number 77, Marcus Davis. And number 88, George Nilsson. Once again, hats off to the Newton North senior class of 2023. And now one last shout out to the Brookline High Warriors and their graduating seniors of 2023. Number 1, co-captain Nico Braun. Number 2, Donnell O'Neill. Number 3, Cameron Evans. Number 7, Nate Asfawosen. Number 10, Charlie Ziefert. Number 11, co-captain Caetano Drinkwater. Number 23, Chris Reuter. Number 25, Pelayo Harais. Number 40, Darius Grant. Number 56, co-captain Bora Schlosser. And finally, an unnumbered senior on the roster, Malachi Seeley. I think he was number 83. So that is the senior class of 2023 for Brookline High football. A relatively young team this year. They got a lot of promise, a lot of non-seniors coming back next year. But to the senior class of 2023, hats off to you fellas. And all the best in your future endeavors. Thank you all so much for tuning in today, and a happy Thanksgiving to all. I am Jesse Mayfield-Sheehan from Dickinson Field at Newton North High School in Newton, Massachusetts. Remember, if you enjoyed the broadcast, be sure to hit that like button. Subscribe to the channel. This may have been the last game of the fall season, but the winter season is just around the corner, so be sure to stay tuned for my winter live streams. Subscribing to the channel can help. If there's anything you'd like to say but the stream has already ended, you can say it in the comment section down below. Also go down below to the description section of this video for all the information you need, website and phone number about our local charity spotlight, the Brookline Food Pantry. Find out how you can help feed the Brookline community. And on this Thanksgiving Day, once again, shout out to the Brookline Food Pantry for helping to get 850 Brookline families their Thanksgiving food kits for this special day. Check out the bottom right corner of your screen. You'll see the URL to my personal website, jessesports.com. Find out more about me, the freelance broadcasting services that I provide, and how you can commission those services for your favorite team or player. Below that, my email address, jgms88@gmail.com, if you just want to contact me directly with any questions or requests you might have. And below that, the URL to my Instagram account, instagram.com/jgms88. Follow me on Instagram, where I post highlights from previous live streams. You can expect Brookline's 2 touchdowns from this Thanksgiving game to go up on my Instagram account in the next day or so. So be sure to follow me on Instagram for that. But for this live stream, that is going to do it. The final score here on Thanksgiving Day, the Newton North High Tigers 41, the Brookline High Warriors 13. I am Jesse Mayfield-Sheehan. Thank you all for watching, and have a very happy Thanksgiving.